Hi everyone, it's Linda. I'm answering the 15 fall questions that I was tagged in, and I thought I'd show you my little clutch journals that I made last year. So, question 1, favorite Halloween movie? I really enjoyed Hocus Pocus, but I only watched it once. Like, I really do need to watch that movie again. But I watched a few times with my daughter, Halloween Town. Now, the first movie and the second movie were actually pretty good. And then it went downhill really badly after that. So, I'd have to say Halloween Town because, yeah, but I don't really watch. I like scary movies, but not as much anymore. I don't really, they're all the same thing over and over. So yeah, I guess Halloween Town. Apple or pumpkin pie? Well, neither, because I grew up, we never had pie. We had cakes or pastries of other kinds. And especially, ask my coworkers, they know I do not like cooked fruit. Fruit should not be cooked. That's just not right. Fruit is meant to be eaten, cold and raw in most cases. But I can eat cream pie. I'll happily eat, an ice cream pie or a chocolate pie. That would be great. Okay, so I can eat lemon meringue, I guess. Halloween party or exploring haunted houses? Well, I basically do neither anymore. Not that I've ever really got to explore a haunted house, so maybe I would probably want to do that. And store-bought or pumpkin patch pumpkin? Well, I've done both, and both are fine. My kids are in their 20s now, so I don't really get to do much of that anymore. Okay, so here's my little journal that I made. So I sewed this pocket and it goes across both sides, and there's 2 signatures. And there's a stamp. That was a carte postale stamp. There's some pages. Oh, I apologize. A paper clip up here. A tuck spot. Just a little, almost like a bookmark. This opens up and there's a little journal in here. It's like sewn in. You can't take it out. So sort of fun paper. I saw this pad of paper in Indigo. Paid full price and bought 2 different kinds. But the pages, there's lots of them, so it'll be good for future journals. And there's a tuck spot behind it. This was textured paper, I believe. I think I did that. I embossed it. Anyway, there's belly band, so I threw a little card there. Paper, and there's one of those little fold things. I forget how you do it, but I know once I start I'll remember. Little journal card. Embellish that. Teresa LaFrance, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, on YouTube, she does this on some of her journals, and I just fell in love with it. You should have seen me trying to figure out how to do it, and then I realized I had a punch. It's just a punch with, I think they're squares. Every, half inch or so. Every half inch or so, they're punched out. And I just weaved ribbon through it. Isn't that adorable? And then the center of this signature, I just did puzzle pieces. That's a punch I bought. Here's another embossing that I did with butterflies and dragonflies. I think maybe there's no dragonflies. It's all butterflies. Okay, here's a spot that when you go like this, it opens up. Right? I guess you can hide it. Okay, I'm never going to get that back in with one hand. Okay, and over here, there's another. It's a flip tag that Wendy's Journal Adventures, the one who lives in Nova Scotia, our fellow Canadian, she does these tags, and I made some. I love it. Anyway, and then there's a pocket there. Here's another tag. It's just blank on the back. And this belly band down here. Piece of fabric that I let it stay ripped. And then journaling card. This measures these papers before I folded them in half are 8 by 8. So it's like a traveling notebook size. And more paper, and there's another spot, and that's the end of that signature. See, this is my early days of trying to figure out how to sew signatures in. Okay, hang on, let's do some more. Favorite fall scent? I'd have to say fires. Not that I go out much anymore, but like a nice little outdoor fire. Favorite fall drink? Well, I don't really have a favorite fall drink. I like my flavored coffees because I like a little cream and sugar with my coffee, as I like to say. I'm hilarious. Halloween or Thanksgiving? Well, to me they're kind of the same because they're so close. They're only 2 to 3 weeks apart, right? Thanksgiving ends sooner, and I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that one. Most loved pumpkin-based food? Well, I've never even tried any pumpkin drink. And pumpkin pie, I have had pumpkin pie. I would never choose to eat it, but if someone gave it to me, I would eat it. So let's just stick to that because I don't know what else there is, and I'm not a seed person. Like I will eat seeds if they're in my salad, but I will not. I could never figure out how to crack a seed open and eat the inside without eating the shell. Always hated that. Corn maze or haunted hayride? Well, probably the corn maze because I've never heard of a haunted hayride. Favorite candy on Halloween? Well, no brainer. Anything chocolate. Because in our day, back in the 70s when we were all little kids, it was hardly anyone gave out chocolate. The closest you'd come would be a Tootsie Roll. Favorite fall childhood memory? Well, the first day of school, even though technically that's summer. I always loved school. And I'll save the last 4 questions. Okay, so here we are, signature 2. This one has this tag has a pocket or a journaling card. I did some stamping here. Another tuck spot. This is a thicker card again. I sewed 2 pieces together. Look at that. Aren't I clever? And some paper. Another card postal. This was just a place to store a journaling card. I forget what. And there's a paper clip. I forget what paper this. I don't really go by the name of the collections. I don't think about that. I apologize. These are my early days when I did this one. There's another one that folds out like that. Paper, doily. Okay, here's the center of this one. Here's another one of those. This one does not. Oh, wait. Yes, sorry. It does. Oh my God, this one's fighting me. Okay, it does come out. And another tuck, an up tuck. And I did some stamping. And again, with my puzzle piece punch, I punched some of those out. Doily, more writing. I found a bunch of these pads. They all kind of go together at a discount store near my doctor. So I loaded up. And I think I found 1 or 2 more at a totally different store like a year and a half later. So paper clip with a paper clip banner. And then over here, I made a little circle just for fun. And jam it into that little corner spot. And see, another tuck spot. And then over here, cheapy bingo card. I bought a bingo card set from one of the dollar stores. Like, it was really bad. Like, it won't fall. No one will believe that's vintage. But, you know, it was cute and cheap. Okay, so there's the end of that signature. I have a spot here. Another one. But this one doesn't feel as thick. So maybe I don't know why it's thicker. And then over here is another spot. And I sewed these. I guess when I somehow, I don't know how I did that anymore. How I got this, put these little doily pieces up there. So there's another pocket. Isn't that adorable? It's adorable. Okay, so I'll put that back. Now there's my other one, more recent one. Now, before I continue, I'll just quickly answer the last questions. Favorite Thanksgiving food? Turkey. Thank you very much. With gravy. Sweater or scarf? Well, a sweater indoors and a scarf outside. Even though I would be wearing a sweater underneath my jacket. Wool socks or slippers? Well, I love bare feet, so probably slippers because I can take those off more easily than I could socks all the time. Even though when I walk in, beware, socks go flying because I whip them off and toss them down the hall to the laundry room. And what is your favorite fall tradition? I don't really have one. I guess just looking forward to seeing people. I usually have a big dinner on Thanksgiving weekend, but I kind of broke it up into different parties this year because my daughter, my little 23-year-old, just got engaged. Isn't that lovely? I know, it's fantastic. They're coming home on Thanksgiving weekend because they both live in Ottawa. He's from Ottawa and she's in school. He just graduated school. So they're going to come here for the weekend, and I'm having an open house on Saturday, so my friends can come by and see her and just hang out with us and whoever. And on Sunday, I'm doing the family-only dinner. So I will be having a dinner on Sunday. And I told my mother, but I don't think my brother is even aware that she's engaged, unless my mother told him. Anyway, she just got a ring too, so adorable. So that's the news there. So really my favorite fall tradition is just hanging out with family and friends. Okay, so that's all the questions. Here's this little book, little clutch book. Isn't it adorable? I sewed these on. I had a lot of, along here, a lot of the beads along like the edge here, like would fall off. And yeah, I wasn't sure how to fix that. Okay, so I sewed this eyelet piece in across both sides. Added some trim in that. And to disguise the fact that I think I sewed it or glued it. And then I glued the tie, which is two mini doilies sewn across. And the same with the other tie, okay? Anyway, this is again the 8x8 divided in half. And I made I covered up, these were one of those little mini composition books that you can buy at Dollar Tree, Dollarama, and even Walmart has them. And yeah, so I just covered it with nicer paper. And here's the signature, a vertical belly band. I glued writing paper in there. And there's one of those little pockets again with another little card that folds out. Butterfly stamp. A carte postale that I got from somewhere. Some more, oops, pages, tuck. Look at that one. That's a nice one too. These are tags that I got from Michael's in the US. I think I did find another set up here in clearance just recently, so add to my collection. There's a little, I can go inside as well, but I have it behind a little glass tea bag. Sorry, I have two different sizes of tea bags. And then I just covered it up. So just turning the page. I didn't realize it was two doilies, but you know, whatever, fine. July, and that Edith Holden book. And look at me using real charms in the middle. Oh, amazing, Linda. Okay, and there's the back of that page. Writing. This one flips out. That's from the stamp Maggie found me when she was in Florida. Some more writing spots. My bird paperclip and a little journaling card, or whatever you want to do with a card. There's some more writing. And there's a tuck spot there. Some more writing space, end of the signature. The other signature, again, only two signatures in this one. Same idea. This card. I thought it was nice. Kind of goes with that outdoorsy paper. Another one of these envelopes. Paper to write. Get that. Another one of the tea bags. This came from a cutout page that I got in one of my journals. And what? That might have been a pack of ephemera from the States. I'm not sure anymore. Unless, yeah. Anyway, and there's some more stuff there. Doilies. Center. I thought this was gorgeous in the center. And what did I put? A hot air balloon and a dragonfly charm. Aren't those adorable? I got those a lot of those charms. This type of, I don't know what color you'd call that, from Len's Mill. It's a store in, well, they're in southwestern Ontario, and the most eastern one is Toronto, and once in a blue moon I go up there and see what they have, because they can have good prices too. And they have tons of fabric. Okay, and another postcard. And some more writing space. Writing. An owl paperclip. Folding, I did a collage where I took scraps of paper, just barely glued it down, and then just did zigzaggy sewing. Free motion is what they call it, all over it. And then I cut them out into different tag shapes. And that's a washi. I finally, isn't that beautiful? So you can use they're scrolls, right? So there's more than 3 different kinds. And I don't know if I can even figure out what it says. It's so weirdly and tiny, and I'm old and blind now. Okay, and there's more pages, another flip out. I think I meant to say more stamping down there. Oh, there's Ella. Hey, Ella. Hey, Ella. Oh, there she is. Hey, Ella. Why do you always have to interrupt me? There's a paper clip up here. I made a bunch of doily paper clips thanks to Sabrina. She is sometimes called Crafty Sabby. And then in this one, I did a writing board. Isn't that beautiful? Ella. So I did a writing board for this one because I found it was going to be bumpy. And this purse had, because I folded it, it was actually meant to be like this. It was actually meant like this. So when you opened it, this pocket was here. But I folded it the other way. And so now each side has a little pocket. And I put the writing board in there. And over here you can see the other pocket. So I did that because see how this here was like the seam for the bottom. But it looked nicer for me to fold it that way. Anyway, so those are the answers to my questions. And that's my 2 clutch books. And there's Ella. So thanks everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.